Most support and resistance indicators basically do the same thing. They plot levels on the chart and then leave everything else up to you. The issue is, not every support or resistance level actually matters. Markets tend to react much more consistently around areas where a significant amount of volume was traded. And that's exactly what this indicator is built to detect. Take a look at this chart. The indicator automatically identifies this resistance zone, then right when a candle closes above that zone, it prints a breakout signal. A few candles later, price returns to retest the same area and the indicator immediately labels it as a retest. This creates a structured trade setup. The entry is taken on the retest and the stop loss is placed below the zone, and the target is typically at least 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Now let's break it down how this indicator actually works. The indicator is called High Volume Pivot Support and Resistance by Big Beluga. Unlike traditional support and resistance tools that just connect swing highs and swing lows with horizontal lines, this one focuses on where real trading activities actually happen. It scans every swing high and swing low, but it doesn't accept every pivot it finds. Before it creates a support or resistance zone, it compares the volume at that pivot to a moving average of volume. Only when the pivot volume is significantly higher than that baseline does it plot a zone on the chart. This helps filter out weaker retail-driven moves and focuses on areas where stronger participations took place. The result is support and resistance zones that tend to carry much more significant than standard price levels. The indicator also gives 3 main types of signals that help with trade entries: retest signals, breakout signals, and retest of broken zones. It also includes an extra confirmation layer using cumulative volume data, or CVD. Before we go into the signals, let's quickly understand the zone first. Resistance zones are shown in blue, while support zones are shown in orange. And if a support zone gets broken, the indicator automatically switches its color to blue, showing that the level has now turned into a resistance. You'll also notice that unbroken zones have a solid border, while broken zones switches to a dotted border. This makes it easy to instantly see the difference at a glance. Alright, let's move to the gold chart. This area here is support zone. As you can see, every time price comes back to retest the support, the indicator prints a circle on the chart. This is the first type of signal the indicator provides. When price tests a support zone, it gives a bullish retest signal, suggesting a potential long opportunity. And when price tests a resistance zone, it gives a bearish retest signal, suggesting a potential short opportunity. The idea here is simple. Instead of chasing price after a big move, you wait for the market to come back and confirm whether buyers or sellers are still defending that level. Now, let's look at the second type of the signal. Here on the chart, price eventually breaks below this support zone. As soon as a candle closes below it, the indicator prints a breakout signal. A blue triangle represents a downside breakout below support. An orange triangle represents an upside breakout above resistance. After the breakout, notice how the zone changes behavior. The previous support now acts as a resistance, so the indicator automatically turns it blue. The border also changes from a solid to dotted, clearly showing that the zone has already been broken. This gives you an intimate visual update of the market structure without needing to redraw anything manually. Now let's move to the third type of a signal. Here we have another support zone. Price reacts from it first, then moves higher and eventually breaks above this resistance zones. The indicator marks that bullish breakout. A few candles later, price comes back to retest that same broken resistance. That's where the indicator prints a diamond on the chart. These are called retests of broken zones. A blue diamond appears when price retests a previously broken support level that is now acting as a resistance, creating a bearish setup. An orange diamond appears when price retests a broken resistance level that is now acting as support, creating a bullish setup. Many traders prefer these setups because they allow the market to confirm the breakout first instead of entering during the initial move. Now let's look at another feature that can help improve entry quality. Inside each support and resistance zones, you'll notice a small trend line. It represents cumulative volume data, or CVD. In simple terms, it measures buying volume versus selling volume and shows the balance directly inside each zone. So, how does this help us with trade entries? For long positions, you generally want the CVD line to slope upward. That suggests buyers are becoming more aggressive and buying pressure is supporting the move. For short positions, you want the CVD line sloping downward. That indicates sellers are observing buying pressure and maintaining control. Think of it as an extra layer of confirmation. If price is reacting from an important support or resistance zone and CVD is moving in the same direction, the setup has a stronger confirmation than price alone. Now here's one extra tip that can help you avoid a lot of unnecessary losing trades. Sometimes the indicator will give perfectly valid signals, but the market just isn't in the right condition to trade. Take a look at this example on the gold chart. A support zone forms, price breaks below it, the indicator prints a bearish breakout signal. You enter a short trade, and a few candles later, price reverses and stops you out. The signal itself wasn't necessarily wrong. The real issue was that the market was moving sideways. So how do we identify those situations before taking the trade? Take a look at this oscillator below the chart. Notice it has an upper level and a lower level. Right now, the oscillator is stuck between those two levels. That tells us the market has very little momentum, with buyers and sellers pushing against each other without either side taking control. In conditions like this, breakout trades are much more likely to fail. So, this losing trade could simply be avoided. Now let's move to the next example. Here we have a resistance zone. Price breaks above it and gives a bullish breakout signal. Now look at the oscillator again. This time it's green and trading above the upper level. That tells bullish momentum is present, so the breakout has much stronger confirmation and the long setup becomes much more attractive. Now, the oscillator you've been seeing below the chart is called the range oscillator by Zierman. And here are the optimized settings I used together with the support and resistance strategy.